today we're going to be doing a build breakdown on this 2010 EVO 10. So we're going to go section by section and I'll tell you everything that's done. Starting off with the side panel here with body kit and wheels. Starting off with the wheels down here, we have these Enkei RPF1 wheels with the Azines, we think that's how you pronounce it, tires. Along the side and back here, you can see we've got that body kit. This is the Charge Speed body kit. Let's take a look at the back. We've also got some more aesthetic pieces on this car. Starting off up top here, we've got the carbon fiber, these things. More carbon fiber in the middle there. Also, these little side louvers and then front lip. Now you know this car is fast because they took the time to make sure it was safe and everything was done properly on the inside. We've got the Recaro seats. What would this be? Six point, right? Yeah, this is a 6-point roll cage. So right here in the driver's seat, feels really cool. These Recaro seats feel really nice. But we're gonna talk about the clutch. This has a twin disc clutch. Basically what that means is instead of having one clutch disc like you normally would, it would have two, and they both push together so you can basically hold more power because of that. Stronger, it can hold more power. But I've heard that they're very tough to drive. I've heard even people who are pretty experienced with manual sometimes have a tough time driving these. But I guess drivability is probably not your top priority when you're pushing as much power as possible. All right guys, so we've popped the hood. We're gonna talk about the motor. Now as you can see here, there is a lot going on here. So Julius is gonna help me explain this. Thank you for letting me do this with your car. Do you mind telling us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so to start off with, I got dark sleeves, forged pistons, forged rods, 67 mil turbo on it, AMS fuel rails, 1700cc ID injectors, AMS charge pipes.
You can see that 67 millimeter turbo back there. It's all covered up.
Got ETS intercooler too.
Yep, ETS intercooler, MA Performance catch can / coolant reservoir tank.
What kind of power numbers do you think this puts down?
Just over 6 to the wheels.
A little bit over 6 to the wheels?
Yeah.
Okay. Why doesn't your EVO look like this?
Mine looks better.
Mine's Jersey.
Julius is gonna turn this thing on so we can hear it. Ready, boys? We're hopping in passenger. So you said this clutch is a lot harder to drive because it's it's got two discs.
Yeah, it's literally an on and off switch for like you got like that much play between like engagement and
This thing is sweet, guys. So what are those two gauges you got going on here?
ethanol content. This one's a boost gauge and AFR gauge.
Wait, you said AFRE?
AFR gauge.
What's that?
Air fuel ratio.
Okay, yeah. So this thing's pretty insane, guys. We're gonna pull out the draggy and then we are gonna do some 60 to 130 runs a little bit south of the border in Mexico.
So what's going on over here?
I don't know.
It's only a
It hits wastegate, and then it holds 10 pounds instead of.
You're running 30 pounds on this?
I mean, it peaks at 30. That's the only thing that the gauge goes to. So I think it's more.
So there's no vacuum lines that are blown off?
No, everything's plugged in.
Where's the boost controller at?
Boost control's back here. Right there. You see here?
Is there any melted lines or anything?
No, that's why I just checked. Everything seems to be all sealed up. Yeah, everything seems pretty good. All grounds look attached. Sender, do another pull. See if she does it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Is your fuel pressure supposed to be at 10 pounds?
It drops.
Doing nothing?
The car's
I know.
Holds pressure, and then.
Okay.
You ever test the fuel system? It's supposed to hold a certain amount of pressure.
Oh yeah, but I didn't.
It's around 55 pounds.
Pull in the bathroom. Caleb, where are you going?
He's doing 60 to 130s in the bathroom.
That's where Mexico is.
That's
now?
why he keeps his drag in his pocket all the time.
We're having some boost issues with the EVO. Normally it pushes about 30, a little bit more than that, but the wastegate is either having trouble opening or it's being a little weird, so it's only pushing about 10 pounds of boost right now, but it seems like we're still gonna send her. Is that the common consensus? Still gonna send her?
I suggest doing the pull and sending her. Because, I mean, that'd be the best thing. I would.
I mean,
That's the only way you're gonna find out if it breaks or not, but I doubt it's breaking. I thought it just, could be just a hiccup. All the wires are connected, everything's zip tied. It could have been just a hiccup. Zip tied.
So at this point in the video, this is when things kind of started going sideways, and not in a good way. I'm gonna try to explain this as best as I can in my not master mechanic head. But basically the problem that they were having, and that we were having, was that the car was running very rich. It wasn't getting enough air from the turbo because the turbo was having issues. The wastegate, we thought the wastegate might not be opening all the way or opening properly. It basically seemed like it was under boosting. And it was running rich because we had a lot of fuel, but we didn't have the air to match it from the turbo. Basically, the turbo blew up. This build was purchased by Julius, so he didn't really know 100%. He did not build the car himself. There's only so much you can know when it's somebody else's build. So unfortunately, he's kind of out of luck on that one. He did purchase a new turbo. I know it is a good name brand turbo like Precision or Garrett. I don't remember exactly what he bought. That's coming in sometime whenever it gets here. I think it's been about a month since he purchased that. I'm finally coming back to this video because we have realized that it's going to be a while till that car is back up and running. So we're not going to be able to do those polls for a while, unfortunately. That car was insane. It was absolutely nuts. One of the craziest all-wheel drive cars I've ever been in. But unfortunately that happens when you're pushing your cars to the limit. The turbo was basically running very spotty when he was driving it. You want to be able to do a poll and know when you're going to be having power and when you're not. There's going to be a video coming out on my channel in probably the next video, maybe the following one, of me throwing the turbo on my sane rail, and that's going to be something we're going to be learning a lot more about here. That will be my first turbo car I've ever owned, and I'm pretty excited. I've only ever had naturally aspirated vehicles, so I'm going to have my first turbo car. I'm pretty happy about that. That's going to be a completely other topic once we get into tuning that and firing that thing up. But just make sure to stay tuned for that. I know this isn't as exciting of a video as we would like it. It always sucks when things break. I'm going to leave you guys with this last note. If you build cars, if you like to do this stuff, or pretty much really doing anything in life, this applies to all that. When something breaks, when something goes wrong, yeah, it sucks. But you got to move on. You got to keep going. You might lose some money. You might learn a lesson. But just try to take what you can from the situation and move on. I love you guys. Have an amazing day.